There's a 600,000 rands invoice that is paid to a company that cleans out the septic tank at the South African Football Association every single month. We've gotten in a septic tank specialist, Lawrence Dutoit. If I've got a septic tank that I'm cleaning out every month for 600,000,
it doesn't make sense. I mean, how big must that septic tank be?
So, how much doo-doo are Safa really in? Let me check with Kolisa. Kolisa's out in Johannesburg.
I don't even know how to call that tank.
A septic tank. Former NEC member with the South African Football Association, Willie Walker. When you were there, bro, Willie, did you used to get bonuses as well?
They don't call it bonuses, it's honorarium.
You know that those honorarium were wrong.
I thought it's the policy of the company.
When did you realize they're wrong?
I realized immediately when I was out that, look, there's no money.
You realized when you were out?
Yeah.
The three wise men, not always so wise, as well as Dr. Hlungwane.
This is what Coach Kevin Johnson had to say. His confrontation with Brendan Peterson.
Did you see Kevin De Bruyne tell Pep Guardiola to shut up?
Let's go to the calls. De Bruyne is out. Kososha. Hey, De Bruyne.
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne.
Sports Night Amplified with Ndile on Metro FM. Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Game over.
It's exactly 6 after the hour, 6 on the Mighty Metro FM. Welcome to it. My name is Ndile Ngube. This is Sports Night Amplified with Ndile. Packed show today. A very packed show. In studio, I have what many call, he's the NBA version of the PSL. When you think of soccer players in relation to him, you know, in the NBA, when the guys arrive at the stadium, they're dressed in the latest fashions and they do that long walk. Mntambo, otherwise known as Figo, is exactly that. Sekhukhune United captain. He captains my brother, in fact. So I need to find out how my brother's doing. Yeah, I must ask him. He captains my brother. He's back after a very long injury that had people worried whether he'd come back. So we'll speak to him. We'll speak to his coach as well, Letlahondo Losiema of Sekhukhune United. But firstly, we need to speak to Tyson Hlatshwayo, SuperSport United defender and captain, and former Bafana captain too, is the man that we need to start with and have a little bit of a conversation with. I haven't touched base with Tyson ever, in fact. So this is the first chat between Tyson and I look forward to it. I look forward to touching base with him. He's just come back from an injury as well. He's part of a SuperSport United team where he's found a home alongside his coach, Gavin Hunt, whom he's worked with before. So we'll get into that conversation. Let's take a quick break. When we come back from that, we go straight into it. This is Sports Night Amplified with Andy on the Mighty Metro FM, produced by the one and only Timmy T. Maranda with Malcolm Dlovu doing our tech producing, our imaging, of course, by Tabon Kuala, and all things media comes from Biso Snaps. Thank you so much to Touch and the gang. They do it again tomorrow between 3 and 6.
The highly anticipated opening of early bird ticket sales for the Metro FM Music Awards is finally here. Here we go! Fans and music lovers alike, you can now secure your seats to witness the biggest night in South African music.
It's about to be crazy!
With a star-studded lineup, performances, and the announcement of this year's winners.
Celebrate South African artists.
Excitement is brewing as you can rush to purchase your early bird tickets before they sell out for the awards happening 27th April 2024.
Yeah, man, this is a big night.
At Mbombela Stadium in Mpumalanga.
Come on, Mbombela, come through. Let's do this.
Don't miss your chance to be a part of this unforgettable celebration of talent and music excellence.
We love ensuring that everyone gets the award that they deserve.
Metro FM, it's where you want to be. Brought to you by the Mpumalanga Provincial Government. Visit and explore Mpumalanga, the place of the rising sun.
It's 9 after the hour, 6 on the Mighty Metro FM. Please help me welcome SuperSport United defender and captain Thulani Tyson Hlatshwayo, who now joins us on the line. Tyson, welcome.
Thank you. Good job.
Hey, man, right, man. You know, I thought about it. I was like, I don't think you and I have ever had a chat on radio or on TV for that matter.
No, we haven't. It hasn't happened.
Gee whiz, Tyson. I've been at this, 15 years? You've been playing for that long and we've never crossed paths.
And azungibukeli mkhulu.
Wazongkukisa wena. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. You're a graduate. You graduated today.
Thank you so much. I'm not just a footballer. I'm a graduate.
You really are a graduate. For those listening in now who, so let's give him his praise. Just for those that are interested, I mean, we saw the videos. Some of us know because we've been following it. What did you graduate in?
Just like to start with greeting everyone. Good evening to you and to the listeners. Obviously, it's a PSL player transition program. We graduated at Gibbs.
Wow.
Through partnership with MultiChoice and SuperSport. Yeah, that's where I graduated.
I mean, congratulations. This is something that doesn't matter what happens in your career. Whenever you decide, it's something you can carry forth. Very proud of you and all the players that were a part of this. Was school difficult? Because I can imagine, very much like myself, it's been so many years, it would be a struggle. Was going back to school difficult?
Not really. It wasn't. But if I were to share with the listeners and with you, Angela, is obviously our first day it's a place where we're not familiar with, and we were vulnerable because we were asked, because we are used to be on the field. We are used to, after a good performance, then you get an interview, and then they ask you about the game. But there's something that we've left behind, because juggling in school and soccer, it can be difficult, and having all these players which in that school has unlocked our minds, how we think, the critical thinking and everything, that we get to see that as much as we players from different clubs, but we've went through different backgrounds and cultures and everything. And one thing on introduction, when everyone was there, there was a question that they asked us: who are you? Who are you? And because we're vulnerable, we quiet. You know how footballers, how shy they can be. But as soon as they get to the field, like, they can express their ability. Out of all of us, the answer was, I'm a professional footballer, I'm a footballer, I'm a soccer player. But the professor Maurice, they said, that's not an answer. And then when he told us who you guys really are, and then we were like, oh. But 6 days fast forward to it, and then when he asked us again who we are, and then we had an answer. Because they unlock that brain, they unlock that mind in us that I'm not only just a footballer.
Wow.
I'm a leader. I'm a son. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a content creator. I'm a brand. And that's unlocked us. They taught us about values, social media, business studies, and everything. So it's been a lovely experience.
Just to ukungena emlonyeni kancane, Thulani, did it also cover perhaps on financial matters? Because you know how finances and footballers has always been seen in this country as two things that don't go hand in hand, and you guys have always been seen as people that are misguided when it comes to finances. Was there a part of this course that spoke to finances and financial behavior, but also just financial wellness for the future?
Yeah, it did, 100%. We learned about financial psychology. We had a lecture called Frank Magwegwe. As soon as he walked in, because we knew that we were going to speak about money, which is what soccer players from a young age, coming from different backgrounds, they are exposed to money when they don't have financial literacy, they don't have financial knowledge. And the first song that he played before he introduced himself was Big Zulu, and then we listened to that song, we listened to each and every lyric that they sang in that song. And then he said to me, what have you learned from this song? And then that's when we understood that, money is a psychological thing. And players, I'm just going to speak on behalf of the players, but it also affects everyone, even if you're not a player. But coming from a different background and having to have a lot of money when you don't have the knowledge of it, that people spend money because they're lonely. That's why we've learned
Wow. Listen, I look forward to better conversations now because there's a part of the people. I don't want to say the soccer players because you've just taught me that it's beyond that. It's humans. I look forward to better conversations perhaps as well because they've got things that are unlocked. So I look forward to better post-match interviews and interviews even on the air now. Speaking of which, football is still the core thing you do. There was a little bit of a worry when you got injured a little bit, I think it was last year against Algeria. How are you feeling now? Are you 100%? I mean, I see you're starting again and you seem to be in rhythm.
Yeah, for sure. It was one of those challenges that we as footballers go through. You know, and I got injured on the 3rd of December when we played against USDM. Algiers. I twisted my ankle because it was towards the end of the first half. Then I twisted my left ankle. So the damage was on the inside. And I could feel it because I'm not one to, after a tackle, to fall down and stay down for the longest time. And then that's when I saw it because it was towards the end of the first half. Then I stood up. As soon as I started to run 1-2 steps, then I was like, no, because I know my body, I know myself. Then I was like, no, I can't. And because we played in Polokwane, we traveled the same day. My ankle was a little bit swollen. I think probably not that swollen because of the adrenaline after the game. But then when I woke up in the morning the next day, then I could see that, no, this is serious. And then even the team was very supportive towards me. And then they were like, you know what, this is an emergency thing. Let's go check out this ankle, the ankle of yours. And then I had to do an op. And for me, it was difficult, actually, because this is one of the things that they mentioned also, the mental side of the players at school. It was difficult for me because this was my first major injury. I've never had major injuries in my football career. And this was the first major injury. Yes, I could deal with everything that is happening on the field, but now I'm dealing with myself. And it was so difficult to really accept that I'm going for an op. I had a lot of questions, not only to our physios, but to the doctor. How long am I going to take?
Was there fear? Was there ever a fear, though, that, what if?
Yeah, it was. It was, because I'm looking at myself, how old I am, and I've never had any injuries throughout my career. Why now? And then when they told me that it's going to be 5 weeks, 5 weeks being in a cast, I mean, I couldn't do anything, and it was during the holidays, December, and we had a lot of games, and I always have a target of how many games I need to play per season. Because even last season, I had a concussion, December. And I missed a lot of games around Jan. And I'm like, why? It's becoming a pattern. What's happening? You know? So then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to, because dealing with concussion and dealing with the injury is two different situations. But now this one, it's more of a muscle thing, bones and everything. Then I was like, you know what I need to do is just to stay disciplined and make sure that I do my rep properly. Then I came back stronger. We played against Future FC. The coach took me with, because we knew that there was a lot of important games that were coming, because if I remember well, we were going to play Cape Town City, and then we were going to play Amazulu and Sundowns. And the coach was like, you know what, because you haven't been playing for quite some time, I need to put you on this field. When we played Future FC at Polokwane, the coach, because due to the traveling and everything, he took a lot of youngsters, but I was in the team. And then he had said to me, because we spoke, he had said to me, okay, I'm going to try and put you around 20 minutes so that we see where we at with your injury. but the circumstances didn't allow, and I had to play 45 minutes, which I was very happy because I was hungry. I was looking forward to playing that game, and I did well. I even had a chance that could have won us the game.
That resulted in a goal. I remember that could have resulted in a goal.
Yeah, the header. Yeah, and then we went to Cape Town City, and I sat in the bench the whole game. But I was able to help the team and everyone, and then I played my first 9 against Amazulu, and the coach was a bit worried about my fitness, about my ankle, about everything, but I was able to push through, because even at school there, I have Rama, and Rama was like, you played as if you never left. And that's when I got my fitness. Then, then it was Sundowns, and we played Richards Bay.
Let's take a quick break. When we come back, I want to speak and ask you questions that I'm pretty sure have tested your mental as well as your emotional because of where we are right now. But let me take a quick break. When we come back, we'll come to that.
Seize the chance to win your share of 2 million rand every month with Spinner Zonke prize drops. Stake 2 rand or more on selected pragmatic play games every Tuesday and Thursday between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m. Hollywood Bets. Take a spin with us. T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counseling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Demo Discount Days is back at OK Furniture for 1 day only. Save 15% on selected non-advertised open and demo furniture and bedding. Plus 7.5% off selected non-advertised open and demo appliances, audiovisual and cellular. Now that's a discount. Valid on 21 March 2024 in-store only. T's and C's apply.
Tulani Tyson Hlatshwayo is my guest, SuperSport United defender and, of course, former Bafana a captain as well. Tyson, I keep saying former when I speak about Bafana. And, I mean, that's not a real thing as far as truth is concerned. But it's and I was thinking about it because the boys have just arrived in Algeria. You haven't been part of that squad since, 2022, I think it was? Or 2021, 2022, that season?
Yeah.
Have you put Bafana behind you? What is your emotional and thought attachment to that? I thought when I saw it, when I saw the new coach coming in and him saying, I want new players and I don't want older players anymore. I'm trying to build, and that was somewhat the end of an era for people like yourself, from being captain to not even getting that goodbye. Where are you with Bafana and mentally and physically, emotionally rather, that sudden cut and detachment from the national team?
For me personally, it's always been an honor to represent my country. When I was a captain, I remember us being in Egypt, and they once told us something that, if a war comes up now, and all the soldiers that we have from South Africa, they're in Egypt, and the team is in Egypt, like, even if you've never held a gun, they will give you guys, the national team, a gun. And whoever the soldiers will be, they will be like, who's the captain? And captain, you need to speak to your team. That's how much I am privileged to have represented our national team, because I'll be the one who will have to control and lead my team. So to me, according to me, emotionally, physically, mentally, like I say, it's been an honor to really represent my country, to wear that green and yellow shirt and singing that Ngosiyelela. I haven't retired from Bafana. I'll always serve this country. But I know that the coach has said everything that he has said. But I haven't retired from Bafana.
Do you still hope that one day that call comes?
100% sure. Because I need to do well for my team, for me to be able to get that honor to be called up for Bafana Bafana.
Speaking of Bafana, Andre Arendse came out last week speaking about the man that you seem to be partnering now in Central Defence at SuperSport United, Ime Ocon. I say man, but I mean I could also say boy because he's so young. Spoke about how good he is. Spoke about how he should be a part of this national team now. You play with him, alongside him every day.
Yep. For me, my observation of Ime, because I see him every day, I train with him, I play with him. We shouldn't put pressure on him that much. As young as he is, 19-year-old, I think probably this would have been an opportunity for the coach to look at him.
Is he that good, Tyson?
Yeah. When I look at him, like I say, that a 19-year-old that still needs some polishing, and he's under good management and under good leadership, having a coach like Gavin Hunt and having a mentor in a senior and a big brother like me, myself, Basera, I think like we have something there as South Africans. And he still needs some polishing, just like others, Chandre. You know, we have a lot of players that they've been coming through from the SuperSport, and we have to commend the team for producing so many young players. And we're still in the lock that we're in. We're still in the Nedbank. And when we played against Richards Bay, we played that team with a new debutant. If I'm correct, like I think he's holding a record right now, a 17-year-old Lucky. So for me, Ime, we do have those conversations because he's a 19-year-old, but now he's busy telling me about, you know, that I'm still eligible to play for Nigeria. And I'm like, Ime, where did SuperSport find you? They found him in Randburg. And he can also speak Afrikaans. He knows the culture and everything. I think the father is from Nigeria and the mom, she's from South Africa. And I'm like, Ime, you're South African, and now you need to start breaking.
So he hasn't decided in his mind where he wants to play.
Yes, you need to start breaking to that Bafana team. You need to start breaking to that Bafana team because you're capable of doing it. Looking at our centre backs, Mvala, we're looking into the future. We're looking to the future of our national team, and we shouldn't forget what they've done in this previous AFCON. So Ime is coming okay. He's coming good. I think he's one of the defenders in SuperSport that has played more games than many of us.
Yeah, he's played the most games.
Yeah.
Tyson, listen. This was our first conversation on the air. I mean, I know you as a gent, and I've always thought very highly of you. I need to let you go, but I wish and I hope that one day you give time to give me an hour in the studio because there's so much in you that my little brother who was standing behind you when you were getting your gift certificate and any other player that's coming needs to hear. But before I go, I want you to know how important you are to SuperSport and to your coach. Please have a listen to this.
You got fantastic footballer there. Tyson Hlatshwayo, Tyson is known more commonly. We go back a few years now. Certainly got him from Ajax. Top professional, top person, top human being. And for me, he should still be in the national setup. You know, he's had a raw deal at his last club, but I mean, he's been picked up the pieces, done brilliantly for us. Player of the year last year for SuperSport, come in the top 3, and this year certainly been one of our leading candidates. Real leader on and off the field, and somebody I respect and admire. You know, I've been in football a long time, but you don't get many characters like him, and may long it continue. And I only think he's coming into his prime now, so I still think there's a good few years ahead of him as a centre back and a leader of our club and a leader of our team, along with a lot of other senior players like Bashir at our club, Bradley Grobbers, these type of guys, real leaders at our club, and great respect, and wish you well, my boy. And we'll see you training this week. Good luck.
Tyson, I appreciate you. I think it is important to know that Gavin Hunt in particular, I know how much he means to you, and I know how much that message meant to you.
Yeah. Wow. You know, coming from ex-Cape Town, where as youngsters we almost won the league, where we did well, we fought relegation. But personally, I've never had any accolades, winning anything. But then, and I spoke to Bongani Kumalo, I spoke to Morgan Gold, and they told me that, you know what, Kevin wants you, and you want Kevin, and you need Kevin. And that's when Stuart Baxter made me a permanent captain at national team. Like they say, the rest is history. I became 3 times in a year defender of the season against Tefo Mashamaite, against Thabo Mtete, and then I won it the 3rd time. And I became player of the year at Wits twice, and I won the player of the year at Wits. And I came to SuperSport when I needed to revive my career. I knew that I'm with someone who really knows me in and out, on and off the field, who know what kind of a person I am outside football, and who knows that I know his philosophy and he knows my personality as a player. And I was surprised because he never said anything to me when we went for the SuperSport Awards for me to win the player of the year. And when I told my mom and told my wife and told my friends that, you know, for me this year was to revive my career. And I didn't expect to win the player of the year. But let alone just being nominated in that category for me was enough because I knew what I wanted. I knew that now I'm falling in love with the game. Like he always says to us, no matter what you do, the game will always find you.
You can never cheat the game. You can never cheat the game. Tyson,
never cheat the game.
Please, promise me, you're going to make time. We're going to come in. We're going to have conversations.
I'd really love to come and see you and sit with you down.
Because there's something that he mentioned there that you and I need to talk about.
Yeah, because sometimes when people are talking over the phone, you can't really see their reaction, but
I agree. I want to sit here and look at your face. Tyson, I know you're still at games with the rest of the players. Let me let you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to organize that you come back in, maybe in the next window when there is a FIFA break and we have an hour's conversation. Thank you so much for talking to us, Captain.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for having me. I'd love that.
Coming up next, Mntambo.
Sports Night Amplified with Andile on Metro FM.
Journalist and commentator all the way from Uganda, Asha Kumugisha. You're into netball as well, yeah?
Yeah, I played netball a little bit when I was in primary school.
Is Uganda any good?
What? Excuse me, were you following the Netball World Cup in Cape Town, comrade?
Oh, Konja, Uganda is the one that destabilized us.
Number 1 in Africa.
Yes, you destabilized us at the last hurdle. You guys ruined a good thing.
You must respect us.
Hey, you ruined a good thing. Hey, we're having a party here. The World Cup was here. Here you come and ruin it. Netball South Africa President Cecilia Mlokwane joining us now. So I'm sitting with an enemy here.
Who?
Asha Kumugisha from Uganda.
Hello, Cecilia. I'm not an enemy. Please tell me.
No, Uganda. Not after the World Cup, Cecilia.
Now you're telling people things that they shouldn't know.
6 to 7 p.m. The highly anticipated opening of early bird ticket sales for the Metro FM Music Awards is finally here. Here we go! Fans and music lovers alike, you can now secure your seats to witness the biggest night in South African music.
It's about to be crazy!
With a star-studded lineup, performances, and the announcement of this year's winners.
Celebrate South African artists.
Excitement is brewing as you can rush to purchase your early bird tickets before they sell out for the awards happening 27th April 2024.
Yeah, man, this is a big night.
At Mbombela Stadium in Mpumalanga.
Come on, Mbombela, come through. Let's do this.
Don't miss your chance to be a part of this unforgettable celebration of talent and music excellence.
We love ensuring that everyone gets the award that they deserve.
Metro FM, it's where you want to be. Brought to you by the Mpumalanga Provincial Government. Visit and explore Mpumalanga, the place of the rising sun.
It's exactly 18:35 on the mighty Metro FM. I have Coach with me, a man that hasn't spoken to me because when he's got a job, he doesn't speak to me. When he doesn't have a job, he's here with me. Kukuna United head coach.
Randy, how are you, sir?
I haven't seen you because how Nalispani I
You know, I only called you when you have called me. I can't take your invite.
No, it's fine, Coach. Coach, congratulations, man. You're doing such a good job as Kukune.
We're
going to take you back. I'm going to take the coach back to Timmy there. It's not the greatest of lines. Coach, wakuhlala apha kanti Linda?
Hey, coach, just jimisa kakhulu. That's why.
Manje unfaka kanjani WhatsApp group angana network?
Coach
Coach is letting us down. Mntambo, captain at Kukune United, is also here. Everybody wants to know. They said, Andile, before you get there, please describe his outfit. How do I describe this outfit?
This is simple, nice and easy.
Simple?
Yeah, it's unique.
It's not gonna say chugle, bro. Let me. Do you have the coach back, Timmy? Linda, you. Okay, I'll tell you now. Let me just wrap up with the coach because I need to. Let's see. Coach, are you there now?
I'm here, Brandile.
Oh, there you are. Coach, I was saying to you, you're doing such a fantastic job. I mean, I was looking at 2024. I was looking at the last 7 games in the PSL, particularly the last 5 games. There's no team that's done better than Kukune. 4 victories in the league and 1 draw. You sit atop any team in the DSTV Premiership. Congratulations. Well done. What's going on at Kukune? What's the change?
No, let me greet sorry about that, man, first. Let me greet the listeners, Brandile, and say all glory must go to Almighty. But Andile, there's nothing that I'm doing as Leshanolo say. The guys that the amount of work that they are putting at training is the one that is showing come match days. We've got one of the guys that is, I call him a glue of the team from the dressing room in the field of play, and he's good human being, and the guys, when I arrived, they welcomed me, and I've never have had any issues with the guys. And I just told them that I know nothing else but hard work, and they agreed that the coach will do our best, and then we'll work hard. That is all what is happening. We are working hard, and as Kukune United, we are fighting.
Well, what are your hopes for this team? I mean, have you been given a top 8 mandate? Are you looking at top 4? Are you looking to get back perhaps into Confederation football or into continental football?
I must say that the management did not give me any pressure, the mandate, and just for us as a team, as a club, as a team, to say, look, if we can better the position that we finished the season at last season, if we can better that, it will be good for the club. The team that is only 3 years old, and it will be showing that we are heading in the right direction. But it's not going to be easy, but we'll keep on fighting and we'll remain humbled. We know that it's not going to be easy. We are coming against the very difficult opponents. Now, with the 10 games to go, it's everybody's game. There will be a lot of fights from the opponents, and we are getting ready for that. We are working hard. Even at the moment, I can tell you that it's not only us as technical team. Mr. Makubedu has been helping me very much, working closely with Paulus Marseille also, and the medical staff, because we come from the period where we had a lot of tough schedule. But if you check our sick bed, is not full at all. So credit must go to the conditioners, the physical trainers, and also the guy that doesn't sleep. We've got an analyst that doesn't sleep. That guy, we have been pushing him so hard, and he has never complained even once.
But why do you think you struggled on the continent, Coach? I mean, when you look at your form in the PSL and you look at your form on the continent, it's chalk and cheese.
I don't think that we struggled in the continent. You will say that because we are out of it. But what I can tell you is that it was our first year to be in the Continental Cup. But we have learned a lot, and we have seen. I think if we can manage to get into that position again, we'll do better. I think we'll better the where we came out. Now we can better it because now we have an experience. And one thing that I can tell you is straightforward, that winning your home games is always making it easy for yourself if you want to progress in that competition. And then what is making it a bit difficult is that when you are still campaigning in the domestic league and then you have to travel. Traveling, I think, is the one that maybe the continent of Africa, if they can make it a little bit easier for the for teams or for anyone to travel from one country to another, because we find that where you can have a straight flight that will take about 4 hours or 2-3 hours, you end up taking 2 days on the road, and that makes it a bit hard, especially when you don't have a big squad. Then you'll have to tackle between the two domestic leagues. But we have learned, and then I think if we were to get into that position again, as I'm sure we'll have a plan.
Coach, I really appreciate you. We're just touching base with you. We haven't spoken in a very long time. And just to say congratulations, we see the work you're doing. The end of the season is now. You've got 10 games to focus on. At the end of that, perhaps we'll have a proper review of your season. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you for this, muscles.
Coach, it's Kukuna United. Now, Linda, you thought you were here for an interview.
Yeah.
You thought we're here. I mean, you're looking at the time, and I'm sure you're thinking, what's going on? Linda Mntambo is wearing what I can describe as Timmy, what do you call it in Venda? Boyfriend? Timmy. Timmy, not the boyfriend. Listen, I know you as a person, and the coach is right. Who you are and what you do for the brand PSL and for Skukun and anywhere and everywhere you've gone. We missed you in football. We really did. We wanted a way to say welcome back, and you announcing yourself with the assist and the 2 goals in the very short space of time. But the person you are as well, leading in song from Jomo to Pirates to now it's Kukune, just being the bubbly person. Football missed you. In an injury that we're even scared, are you going to come back? You sat an entire year out watching what you do best. So you're not here for an interview. You're here to listen to a couple of things, okay? Football and football players are the bread and butter that my kids eat. You and what you do in the sacrifice of yourself and your entire youth is what makes this game what it is. So I brought you here just to listen, okay? So please do me a favor. Captain, at Kukuna United, former Orlando Pirates player, Linda Mntambo's with us. Linda, have a listen.
Good afternoon, Linda. Figo Mntambo, switch the music. Utobe Itzalana Mpitsa Otiako. I was just saying congratulations on your recovery from your longest injury. And I wish you all the best, my brother. Njombo Buile futhi manje fielding, we saw ukuthi yapusha vele. You even came back ngegoal impethu, but nonetheless keep on pushing and all the best ntwana yami. Danko.
Who's that?
Hi, Brian, one of my best friends. Yeah, we go a long way.
He says he saw what you were and how you were.
Yeah.
And he wanted to let you know he's proud of you.
Yeah.
But hold on. I've got another one for you.
Linda, lo mama akho okhulumayo ngiyabonga kakhulu ukuthi ubuyele ebholweni after a long injury. Ngiyabonga kakhulu, ngicela namanje njengoba ubuyela udlale njengoba udlala uyajabulisa. Ujabulisa ama-fans, ujabulisa mina, ujabulisa iklabhu yakho isikhukhwini. I thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, Daddy. Nati. Congratulations. Good to be there, Pauline. I love you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no. I wasn't expecting this. When I heard Coach Gavin speaking to Tulani, I was like, I hope I'm not Khalis. Because I felt Tulani being emotional.
He was crying, yes.
Yeah.
But we're not just a show here that just speaks about the flaws and the goals that you miss. I really, and I want you to know this, and I want all of them to listen, even when we're being hard on you, is because of the potential that we see in you. We really appreciate you, and we know that you're a family man. We know what you do. We know what you're about. You were out for a year, and in that year, you didn't hear the fans tell you they miss you. You sat alone trying to get back. And I want you to know that we appreciate you. Hold on. Listen to this.
Except Linda Mntambo. Congrats on Ukubuya. You've been working so hard. I just wish you well for the future. So ne-goal, ama-goal ayi-2 ne-assist. Sasichubeke sishaya isipani yabo. So ubonile ukuthi hayi ungabuya from any challenge empilweni yakho. You've now discovered the person that you are because you've came back from the lowest point of your life. I just hope that you take this and carry this with you for the rest of your life. Otherwise, sohlangana ethaneli nathi yami.
And he, of all people, knows what you were going through, because at some point he sat with me and cried because he didn't know his future, but he was determined he was going to make it back. And that's your good friend, Uzakele Lepas.
Yeah. Uzakele is just more than a friend. Like he's the younger brother I never had. And, you know, seeing him recover from that injury, I knew that, you know, I have it in me, you know, to come back. And he's been by my side. He's been pushing me. You know, I did an interview a few days ago. And now in the off, like we just got a few days off, and instead of us, you know, doing things off the field, me no Zex, we were on the field, we were training, you know, using our off days to sharpen our talent, you know, and I respect him so much, and I wish him, you know, everything of the best. You know, what do I do when I get here? Speaking about the injury that I've you know recovered from. I was going to, you know, appreciate and thank the people that have been by my side. And it's you know, you'll hear the fans when you do well, but in your toughest moments, there's only a few people. And the very few people that have called in now to send the voice notes are the people that were in my corner, you know, people that kept me sane, the people that kept encouraging me, the people that, you know, gave me hope that I could come back from this. And when I scored the first goal on my, you know, debut from coming back, your younger brother was cash. He wanted us to celebrate. Said, "Let us jive." And he saw that I was emotional and said, "I understand. It's okay." Because at some point I felt I was not going to play the game anymore. You know, I was like, "But oh well, you know, if it was to happen, then uNkulunkulu was here." But to see how God's grace, you know, has been and His mercy over my life, that's why I even said that it can only be God. You know. Because, you know, when he shows up, he shows off. And people have been saying, "Bro, you just came back and you're scoring goals, you know, you're assisting, you know, the spirit is good." I think uNkulunkulu that's directing my steps, you know. He's the one that's, you know, showing me the way to go. And I pray to him, you know, for everything that, because talent comes from him. And the only way we can say thank you to him is by playing football and giving glory to him.
It's exactly 18:47, about to go 48 on the mighty Metro FM. I've got one more, and a person that I know has been in your corner. Have a listen.
Hi, baby. It's your spouse, Mntambo. I just wanted to congratulate you on your recovery. I know it wasn't easy, but your hard work and perseverance paid off. From here on, the sky's the limit. We are proud of you and we love you. Mwah, mwah.
That's your wife.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we watch the two of you and the person you are, the family man that you are, which is why your recovery and your return was so important to all of us, because of what you've got going on at home.
Yeah, she's my pillar of strength. And Lord, she's God sent. You know, today is our daughter's birthday. Ukanya's turning a year old today. And you know, I'm a father today because of her. And like we've been together for 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah, she knows me at my lowest. You know, she's one person that understands me. Even when I was injured, when people kept saying, "When are you coming back?" She's never asked me that question, because after the operation, the doctors said I'll be back in 6 months. So she never, even one day, "What's baby? When are you coming back?" Because she knows that such questions sometimes ziplow. And, you know, she's been in my corner, and I love her for that. You know, I pray that God, us bless with so many years, strengthen our relationship so that we can, you know, give our kids a better life. Because I know that namhlanje kuyipete and asking God to bless Ukanya, like ask God to bless us to give them the best life ever. You know, together no bewam. Yeah, no, I love her. I'm tanda kakhulu.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. There's a lot more that we're expecting from you. You know, there's a lot more. You had to sit and you watched Zakele play, you know, at AFCON. I was there watching him. I was there, he's learned from you, I think, that you need to be as good at supporting as you are at playing. And I saw him do that. I saw him be good at supporting. And that's something that came from you. I'm pretty sure of it because of the person that you are. And that's what this was about. Football is merely what we do. We're humans first. And it was important that you know that. Sekhukhune United is lucky to have you. We're lucky to have you in football.
Oh, thank you, man. This was unexpected, but ngiyabona. Ngihlala ngikhulu mina ngikhuluma kakhulu. If ngabuza nenyawo ngala imuva, I said, when Melisi explained it, this part of saying, when people give you flowers, that's pressure alone. When people say you're good at something, that means you need to keep up. So when people give you flowers, you need to water them every day to keep them alive. So a lot of football players are given their flowers and then their heads go big over their shoulders. It is only because they're not they never being explained to them that flowers need to be taken care of. So namanje, I know I wasn't expecting this, but this says to me that I need to keep going on, keep on keeping.
What are the hopes, the dreams moving forward from here? Have a thought about that, because you're 34 now, right? Which shouldn't mean anything to a player that keeps as fit as what you are. But I know you're also conscious of the stigma attached to age in this country. Have a thought about what's Linda's plans moving forward. Have a thought about it. We'll get that after this.
Metro FM, never giving up. Bring it back. Don't stop. Never giving in, no matter what they say.
10 years from now, we'll still be on top.
You're rocking with the hottest radio station in South Africa. Metro FM. It's where you want to be.
Buy your next vehicle at Auto Pedigree and get up to 50,000 Rand cash back. That's right, 50,000 Rand cash back into your pocket when you choose from a wide selection of quality used low-kilometer Toyotas, VWs, Suzukis, Kias, and much more. At Auto Pedigree, you get a great deal and peace of mind to drive away with a reliable vehicle you can be proud of. Visit autopedigree.co.za or an Auto Pedigree dealer near you, because you deserve a great deal.
When it comes to a family's journey to a holiday destination, there'll always be that I Spy game with your little one that you just can't win. Never. I mean, is it apple or amalgamation? We can't help you guess the answer, but we can give you a shot at winning a car when you make a stop at a Wimpy at Engine and spend 150 Rand or more. Wimpy at Engine. Every journey is always welcome. T's and C's apply.
Save up to 2,000 Rand with Telkom's exclusive Blue Bargain sale. Get 2 Honor X7B smartphones on Flex on 2 for 759 Rand per month. Or get 2 Huawei Nova Y62 Plus smartphones on Flex on 2 for only 649 Rand a month. Both deals include free 20 gigs once-off data. Call 10213, click telkom.co.za, download the My Telkom app, or go to any Telkom shop. T's and C's apply.
Sports Night Amplified with Andile on Metro FM.
Journalist and commentator all the way from Uganda, Asha Kumugisha.
Undani.
Hey, but who's teaching you these things?
Hey, you don't know I'm from Umtata there.
Hey! Umtata of all places. Listen, you stand with Asha, presidents of federations come and greet, and you're thinking, yeah, but who am I standing with? You know, Lukolo September was here. Lukolo, when he sees Asha, he goes to her.
I'm carrying his bag, that man. Ask him. People come to you because you're producing quality. As I always say, I've never applied for a job.
Are you Pizza or Mr. Ben's friend? Because, he gave me that line. I've never applied for a job. You guys having conversations in the WhatsApp group?
Well, we can say. Ngiyabonga.
Chovicho.
6 to 7 p.m.
1854 on the Mighty Metro FM. Boy, that question I asked you.
It's just so much that I want to do. Look, I'm even now, working with a few brands. So I'm putting myself in that space. At the same time, also want to, grow the Mntambo Foundation and the work that we do for Abantekasi, the community, and surrounding areas. We want to, get sponsors, ikhule, so that we are able to, at a larger scale, give opportunities to young boys. Not just last corner namhlanje, just because of people that gave us opportunities.
Yeah.
So now that's what I want to do. I want to be in front of the camera, I want to speak football. Hopefully.
You speak well.
Yeah, hopefully post my, playing days.
What's that, 3-4 years?
Yeah, so maybe I'm invite.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
No jokes.
Yeah, sure. Like, speak football. I love analyzing, If Coach CMO is still here, he knows that we always go at each other.
But you got to start that work now. You got to watch what analysts do across the world.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry is one of my favorites. Ludlu, Kekana, here at the SABC. Mark Haskins, some of my favorites here as well. Dr. Kumalo, Amanda Dlamini, Teko Modise. For me, top those people. You got to, Bani Kumalo, in fact. You got to watch those people. You got to watch overseas. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to start practicing now. You got to start speaking football now and understanding it from all different points as well. Intellect is not being able to say big words. It's being able to explain the most complicated things simply. Yeah. So when you're watching and you have to explain it, you need to do those things now and time yourself, because on TV we don't have a lot of time. But you can do it, and when you do, the SABC is offered. You only see the ones on TV. Hundreds walk through this door to try. Not everybody is good enough or can do this TV thing, but they'll definitely give you the opportunity to try. So yeah, let's do that. But firstly, there's some people that want to say something. Let's hear it.
Drop us a voice note on 060-552-7303. Waking up, turned up.
Hey, yo, Andile. The shop with our hot man world traders is on from website in the first state. Hey, I don't cheat to the Lencha Figo, star player. I'm an Lencha, the Motara Danger.
Ngizothanda ukubingelela lapha e-studio. Cela ukubongela uNkulunkulu ukuthi wazela ukuthi urecover kwi-injury ebeyadinga inkulu ngendlela eyisimanga. Nathi besikhumbule ebholeni, hayi ukuthi besingakhumbuli, ukuthi bekuyindlela nje besingazi ukuthi singabuya kanjani kuwena ngazo. Kodwa ke anyway, siyakubongela mfowethu.
Good evening, how's it? Bona Andile mo onalele para tulone Tyson Hlatshwayo pa. Autiegele para bona from Ajax Vets now go Super Sporto. Ke ena last line of defense. Bona guy da bafana nyana ba banyane ko morago da. So ade outi go pa atshware ga ampor career ha senyeha go those called big teams se di re senyetsa machita a bolo. So ko kopela atshware fela ga ona le leto le letelle.
Hey. Hey, la ditshele man. Figo?
Yeah, sure.
I appreciate you, Brian.
No, thank you, Anza.
Go celebrate Kanya's birthday.
Yeah.
Please wish her a happy birthday from us. Tomorrow, Timmy, we must get the address. We're sending cake, okay?
Yeah, please.
No, we're sending cake tomorrow.
No, thank you. And thank you for having me. Nyabo, the work that you're doing. Nkulunkulu akubusise. Ne team yakho yonke. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you to Zakele Lepasa for assisting us to put this together. Mntambo, you're free to go. He's out of here. And I hope, these messages in this day rings in your mind and your heart every time you strip up. Really appreciate him coming through. 18:59, about to go, 7 o'clock, top of the hour. You know what that means, right? An angel in white today she is. Hey, you.
Hi, you.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you. It was
Have a good day?
Yeah, it was a very busy day today. It was the Faith Mangope's Technology and Leadership Institute's graduation day. So we were graduating our learners today. And it was a beautiful ceremony. And then I had to do, after that, I had to jump on and do and MC some work as well. And I had an event to actually host later on. And then from hosting an event, I came straight here. So it's been quite a fruitful and eventful day, I must say. But a rewarding one, I must say that. How was your day?
My day was good. I learned today, and I was just making sure here, that it's the International Day of Happiness today.
It is the International Day of Happiness. So what makes you happy?
International Day of Happiness. So I then wondered, what is the definition of happiness? How do you define happiness?
I feel like there's a difference between happiness and joy. I feel like happiness is a burst of good energy that is sparked by an event or a happening. That's what I feel happiness is. It's like that surge of good energy that you feel and a release of endorphins that you feel that is linked to a circumstance or a state of being. And I think that's my definition of happiness. What's your definition of happiness?
Gee whiz. My definition of happiness is, and it is probably the altruist in me that is always happier than, the enemy. Happiness for me is seeing others reach their best potential and be at their best at my hands. That is I can't think of anything happier. But then it got me thinking, what is happiness in a relationship?
Happiness in a relationship is, I think, the release of endorphins and the burst of energy that is related to a circumstance.
Because, I've always said that if you meet a girl or a guy and they say, what I want is somebody to make me happy.
That doesn't exist.
I've always said, run.
Yeah.
That somebody is putting you to a task to which you can never achieve.
Yeah.
No one can ever make you happy.
100%, because it's related to circumstances. So that means that I must always be putting together circumstances and cultivating circumstances, curating circumstances that make you release endorphins. That's not even sustainable. So if you are in your existential state, I think joyful, right? In your existential state, if you're just a joyful person, I think then it's better, because whether or not I show up or I don't, you still remain in a state where you are positive and your outlook is positive. But don't ever, ever let somebody expect you to make them happy. That's a failure. That's a recipe actually for failure. You're never going to succeed.
You've already failed before you even start.
Make me happy. In fact, you're right. When somebody says make me happy, run. So do you want to make me happy?
I don't want to run though.
Oh.
So I can't want to make you happy. But as per my prior definition, I'd like to do things to which I see you reaching your full potential.
Really? What kind of things?
I don't know. Support. I want to say to you, yesterday was the reason your show is the best show in the country. Listening to you, speaking to politicians and authority and holding them accountable in the way that you did was, the best 2 hours of radio that I listened to. And I want to give you your praise and your flowers. And in doing that, I hope that it releases some sort of endorphins and makes you smile like you are right now.
It does release a lot of endorphins.
Are you smiling?
I am.
Then my job is done. What do you have on the show today?
Well, you have made me happy. Well, this evening we're in conversation with the founder of Toka Essentials. We're going to be talking about essential oils and Entrepreneurial Wednesday this evening. It is a big entrepreneurial conversation Wednesday, particularly this evening. And then we're also in conversation with the president of the Library and Information Association of South Africa. We're going to be talking a little bit about Library Week, which is taking place from the 24th of March, 18th to the 24th of March, that is. And I think it's a very important topic to speak about Library Week, because it looks at access to reading material in South Africa, which we'll go into in just a bit. I did say that this evening is a big evening for entrepreneurs, because in conversation with us this evening is the Minister of Small Business Development. I promised you, I said I was going to find her. I said that you get to engage with her about the realities that are faced by business owners in this country. Well, she is in conversation with us this evening, Minister Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams, as she gets to also account and also look at how do we make the entrepreneurial and the business space more fruitful and convenient for business to flourish in South Africa. So it's going to be a big one.
I look forward to it. And, I think last night was for the archives. If you missed it, please go onto the podcast and the metrofm.co.za and find it. What a great conversation of how to hold people accountable and how not to put your guts down. But also, it is a lot easier to do so when you are as educated on the subjects that you are taking on as what faith is. It's 4 after the hour 7. Sport at 10 this evening at 10 o'clock. Please do join me. I'm out of here. Me and my team. Tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. Thank you for being a part of the show. Pela. That's all me.
We don't play games. We wrote the game.
I love this station.
Metro FM. It's where you want to be. This Human Rights Month
is for everybody.
Let us stand together for equality.
As we saw our country tear itself apart in terrible conflict.
Justice and freedom. You're listening to Metro FM, where we celebrate the rights of every individual. Where I want to be.
It's about damn time.
It's the place to be.
How we feeling? Turn up the music.
At the convergence of the melody and rhythm and the voice, and the people who can hear it, love it, dance to it, and rejoice. Where the beat is the message and the message upbeat. Where ignorance is erased and information sets the pace. Where ambition is the mission, the destination, inspiration. And the fuel in the tank is pure unleaded perspiration. Cause this is where we meet, on the corner of here we are and where we want to be. Metro FM, it's where you want to be. The highly anticipated opening of early bird ticket sales for the Metro FM Music Awards is finally here.
Here we go!
Fans and music lovers alike, you can now secure your seats to witness the biggest night in South African music.
It's about to be crazy!
With a star-studded lineup, performances, and the announcement of this year's winners.
Celebrate South African artists.
Excitement is brewing as you can rush to purchase your early bird ticket.